Over the years, Sonic hasn't had the best track record in terms of keeping a consistent design. Sure, you have a couple of main eras like the classic era, the Dreamcast era, and the modern era, but in between these eras, there were a lot of different designs used that were all unique in of themselves. So today, I thought I'd take a look back at Sonic's different art and designs. Even during Sonic's early years, there was a split in his design. There was the Japanese classic Sonic and the American classic Sonic. The reason for this split was because Sega of America thought that the Japanese design wouldn't be marketable to Western audiences, even though he was designed with Western audiences in mind. So Greg Martin redesigned Sonic and we got this. Now, the basic consensus is that the Japanese design is better, which I can agree with. But I really like how the American design was handled in the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon. Anyways, I really like these pieces of art. They were used in the Japanese manual for the Mega Drive. They showed you how to install the console and that you shouldn't jump on it. Who would do that? Anyways, when Sonic CD released, a couple of pieces of art were used in its promotion. Not a lot was made for the American release, just this piece of art and these two pieces of art to promote the PC release. The rest of the art was for the Japanese version, and I quite like it, especially this piece where Sonic's holding a timepiece. I'm not sure who drew it, but it looks great. Here's another great piece from Sonic Chaos. It kinda looks like Sonic is jumping off a spring. And art of Sonic looking like he just jumped off a spring wasn't too uncommon during this era, especially with Sonic 3D Blast. And speaking of Sonic 3D Blast, can we talk about this Japanese art and how much I hate it? Well, not this art, but this, and oh god! Why does the green Flicky look like he's drunk? Unlike basically every single piece of classic Sonic art, the adventure games maintain a distinct art style for their 2D and 3D art. The 2D art was done by Yuji Iwaka. I hope I am not butchering that. I like how in this art, Sonic's like, I'll give you this shell if you give me your dark shell, if you know what I'm saying. After that, Sonic Adventure DX releases, and we get this art. Now, this type of lighting on 3D Sonic renders wouldn't be too uncommon afterwards with games like Sonic Heroes. But there are these three pieces of art from Sonic Heroes that look disgusting. Probably because they look like work in progress art. The lack of any lighting is really jarring and I do not like it. Anyways, there's this kind of weird gap between the Dreamcast design and the modern design known as the Sonic X design.
On April 6th of 2003, Sonic X first aired on Japanese televisions and showed a version of Sonic that expanded on the art of the video game called Sonic Advance. It's pretty good. In Sonic Adventure, he had— oh my god, my mom's calling me! In Sonic Adventure, he had very long arms and legs, but in Sonic X, they decided to reduce the length of his legs and arms to be more proportional with his body. This makes Sonic seem more natural in his animations, but for some reason, they decided to make Sonic must always have 3 quills and everything! For some reason, they freaking decided to make it that Sonic must always have 3 quills in any scene. I do not understand why they made this, because in scenes where Sonic's back faces the camera instead of his face, it kind of looks weird. Like, he's supposed to have 6 quills. But, like, okay, it's maybe a stylistic choice. It may be because, like, it's easier to animate. But then why does Shadow get 5 quills? Why does Super Sonic get 5 to 6 quills? Explain to me! Sega! Answer me! Sonic seems to have a mix of more modern Sonic and, like, seems to have more modern Sonic, like, design, but still uses adventure lighting and Sonic's puffed up chest from Adventure. Overall, a really well-made design. Sonic X Quick Thoughts, Sonic X English Bad, Sonic X French, well, that's where it's at. Finally, please unsubscribe from Carter, because he thinks the Persian theme of Sonic X is bad.
Sonic Advance really was the start of the modern Sonic era, and the art was done by Yuji Iwaka, and then basically every piece of 2D Sonic art was done by Yuji Iwaka after this point. And yeah, the art is great, but it really does feel kind of samey. I like the outlines on Sonic Battles art. They really add a unique flair to this game's art. Here's Sonic playing golf. He looks like he's about to throw the golf ball at my face. Hey, you wanna play? Screw ya. Anyways, moving on to Sonic Rivals. This artwork looks like it was photoshopped to make Sonic look pissed. Like, oh my god, this art looks awful. Why is everyone so pissed? And the in-game art looks fine, except for Sonic.exe over here. And then we enter the 2010s, which had the most generic 3D vendors. And even the 2D vendors were just 2D versions of the 3D vendors. And then there's Mania, which had genuinely unique art that wasn't reused.